Are you listening?
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. My ears are burning. They're
Good
pain.
morning.
They're literally bleeding. I just heard
I'm sorry, I shouldn't
Hillbilly
be talking
It's
about
a burning.
never really gotten into.
Good morning.
music.
My ears are burning. Yeah. I don't know. It's hello.
Mhm.
Yeah. Hey, what's happening?
What's happening? What's happening?
What was you saying
Everybody.
super fast?
Yeah, Hillbilly was telling us that he never got into music really.
Yeah.
That made my ears bleed. Like I'm still cleaning up the mess. Like
Well,
my heart, it stopped. Like I about had a heart attack.
well, when I was growing up, I was made to listen to Elvis Presley, and I was also made to listen to country music.
I feel bad.
I mean, and that just got me out,
Wow.
got me into not wanting to listen to music.
So it
I mean,
sounds like
every once in a while, I'm gonna turn the radio on and listen to some music, but that's about it.
Well, it sounds like you were just subjected to
Wow.
one kind of music.
Yeah.
I got echoes all over the place.
I don't hear echo on my end.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
either.
sign it. I'm gonna sign it.
Nobody's echoing.
I don't know. Hello?
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 I don't hear no echo.
Yeah,
I
no
do.
echo. That's
I
weird.
got echo on Superfast and Hillbilly.
Huh? It's weird.
Yeah.
I'm listening. I can hear it super fast. So he's not echoing. And,
He'll be back.
yep.
It sounds like you need to start listening to music that's not country and not Elvis. God, stand
True.
Elvis.
Even had to, I was even made to watch his movies too.
Oh, that's gotta be torture on a different level. I mean, there are people who love his movies and his music, but not I, said the fly. Like I don't really get into the Beatles.
My mom did. She loved Elvis and John Wayne.
John Wayne. Yeah, those are two idols from back in the day for sure. Big followers.
She'd always watch westerns, listen to country music, and Elvis Presley.
See, I had a mother who tried to get me to listen to a straight only Christian music growing up. And I ended up breaking out of that because a lot of Christian music like does not hold up to the standards of secular music, like rock and roll, metal, new metal, or anything. Like the quality is not there, And so when I ended up getting friends that listen to bands like Linkin Park, Nirvana, Drowning Pool, Alien Ant Farm, so on and so forth. There's a lot of bands out there like Papa Roach that you can say, you definitely want to listen to different music. It just sounds like you haven't found your kind of music that reaches you, honestly. Right. Because country music, like I don't mind a good country song here and there, but I'm not a country fan at all.
Me neither.
Same with rap. Like there's some good rap songs out there I don't mind listening to, but I'm not a big rap fan at all. But like there are people who love that stuff, It just sounds like you haven't.
Now when my stream starts, it's country music.
More like bluegrass.
Yeah, kind of like bluegrass country music. But I don't listen to that music. That's just to start the stream.
All right.
Tregler. Mercy Me's a great Christian band. Mercy Me's all right. They're like DC Talk was prime in their day, and Newsboys were like the biggest hit. They're like one of the biggest bands in Christian music right now. There's a Darc says apparently my mother played Willie Nelson when I was a baby. I don't listen to him now. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Now I got a whole MTG playlist on Spotify. Hell yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Whittler!
I don't use
Fiddler!
Spotify.
Mercy me. Yeah. The only song I know Mercy Me done, correct me if I'm wrong, with I Can Only Imagine. But like to me, like getting into Christian music, my top favorite bands were Reliant K before they became secular, DC Talk, and Newsboys.
Oh yeah.
Believe it or not,
Everybody knows who they are.
believe it or not, I used to be in a church choir. Youth
can
church
see that.
choir.
I could see that. You were the guy who kept blowing into the whiskey jug, you know. Take a little sip here and there. No, I'm kidding.
I know.
But no, I can see you seem to have the kind of structure for something like that. But let's see what's going on with my mouse. The clickety click. But like the topic today is literally not all about music and Magic the Gathering. I was kind of hoping someone else would jump in, but they couldn't. Because the topic today is it's a good escape to listen to music and play Magic the Gathering, which I have recently listened to music while playing Magic the Gathering. It helped me think clearly and relax and not overjudge the game pieces on the board. And not just for relaxing. How about having or hosting a party at home? Can you have a game night? No. What is your desired way to play Commander or Magic the Gathering? From home, on a computer, at a store? You know, let's listen to the glory days of Magic and what and wishes for Magic. You know, things. Let's kind of hone in on the ways we like to enjoy the game and things we wish we could enjoy more and whatnot.
I like to go on. I liked it when I was able to go to my LGS and play standard, and go to pre-releases. I enjoyed that a lot.
Oh yeah, pre-releases are like the shiznit.
Yeah, I don't get to do that anymore though.
Right.
But I remember when I did that. That was fun.
Yeah, it's harder to do that. It's harder to go out, especially when everybody online is draining your money.
Right.
But like, no, not only everybody online is draining your money.
True.
You know, medical bills drain your money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Having
technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties.
The gremlins are coming out.
No.
Are we still echoing?
No. What was
that's
happening is I was running two programs at the same time. I didn't know it.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yep, that'll do it.
Especially if you have like YouTube up and you forget to mute it.
Yeah.
Because I always have YouTube of this video or this live up. So if I need to, I can go to that page, put up a post, pull, or
Okay.
So and then during the intro, I always wait for I have to wait for a certain second amount to mute the video before it crosses over.
Mm-hmm. I'll run YouTube while I'm streaming. I just got my phone on my phone. That's the only way I have to interact with my chat, and I got my phone volume all the way down on mute.
Right. So we need to get hillbilly into music, man. I feel so bad. Music is such a good distraction. It's just being older, your tastes are more defined on stuff, so it'd probably be harder for you to find something good.
Well, he's in the South, and there's a lot of good, like Leonard Skinner, the Allman Brothers, 38 Special. They're all Southern rock. You know, they're rock. If you don't like rock, I don't know any. Like I like George Strait.
Mm-hmm.
I listen to him once in a while, and who else? I like the I can't remember the name. But, they're called Outlaw West Country, Outlaw Country, and they were popular in the '70s, and Merle Haggard and
That's
sorry
bringing back.
guys.
That's bringing back memories when I was
Yeah,
bringing back
there's a
memories
lot.
when I was with my mom.
What is
I
it?
mean, if you want to get into speed metal or early Metallica, Poison, you know,
I do not
uh,
like rap, but I do like rock.
You're right.
Like AC,
Rock,
Cinderella,
like
Rock's more
ACDC.
universal.
Cinderella,
Cinderella.
Motley
All right.
Crue.
Really quick. We got
Really
some
quick.
basic things. We got some basic things to cover. We're already 11 minutes in the show, which is almost halfway through the halfway of the show. We need to shout out cardsartopia.com if you want to find some sweet Magic Gathering dice bags or some new lapel pins like this salty one, this sarcasm one, this skull one coming up. You can get those at cardsartopia.com. Sweet Magic Gathering dice bag, plus high quality Magic Gathering dice bags. Get a Super Fast Tortoise dice bag. Get an MTG Hillbilly dice bag. You can find them. Really, really good prices. Really high quality for what you're getting, what you're paying for. Go check cardsartopia.com.
Yeah.
Then,
Wow.
then.
Yeah, go ahead.
Iron Maiden. There you go.
All right, then the card of the day.
Oh, the card of the day is
Card of the day.
Woo! I was thinking of Hillbilly today when I saw this card.
Ooh.
it's one of my favorite discard cards too. Yes.
Donos.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Nice.
Rakdos' Return. Yeah. You want to read this card, Hillbilly?
Sure, I like this.
Mm-hmm.
Rakdos return for X black and red. Interesting. Sorcery speed. Yeah. Wish it was instant. Rakdos return deals X damage to target opponent. That player discards X cards. So you can make your opponent take I'm just saying maybe 7 damage and discard every card in their hand. Discard? Oh,
Yeah.
Great
awesome.
card.
One of my favorite cards. Like if I could get another copy of this card for a deck, I would definitely run this. It's not very expensive. It's like $1 card, but it's not because it's not played a lot. But it's underplayed because the damage plus the discard thing is pretty good, especially in Commander when you can bulk up that X spell pretty high. Like in a Jund deck or just a Rakdos deck, you can get more than 7 damage because X can be more than the amount of cards in their hand. So it's insane.
So this is 2 mana.
It's convert amount and it costs 2 mana, but X is however much mana you want to pump in on top of that too. Does that make sense?
Like you could pay 3 mana for this spell. Your opponent would take 1 damage and discard 1 card.
Oh, okay.
You
so
pay
X
3 mana for it. X is any amount of mana you want to pay.
So if you pay another mana, you got to play another card.
This is one spell. No, you don't have to play another card. You play a red and a black, and say you want 3 to be X, so that'll be 5 mana total. So you cast this spell for 5 mana, but since X is equal to 3 on top of the red and black, your opponent will lose 3 life, and they'll discard 3 cards. Same as if you paid 6 for X, that'd be 8 mana. You could pay 8 mana, red and black being 2 of it, 6 being X. Your opponents will take 6 damage and discard 6 cards.
Oh wow, that's pretty powerful.
Yeah,
it is pretty powerful, and it's pretty awesome. Like
I like this card.
Oh yeah, this card is insane in the membrane. And I thought Hillbilly would like that card. It seems like a Hillbilly kind of card.
Oh yeah. I love doing some damage.
All right.
Yeah.
And I found an appropriate picture of the day today. And the picture is actually of a post someone commented on, or someone made and someone responded to. I found it off Facebook, and I thought it was hilarious. Someone asked, "How strong do you like your coffee?" And this guy's like, "I want it. I want it to be banned in modern, legacy, and vintage. That's how strong he likes his coffee." Oh yeah, it's pretty strong. Whoop whoop. I just thought it was hilarious. I don't know. I had to share it.
Yeah, share it.
Damn. Yeah. Let me post that up in Discord. Picture of the day, because it's not there.
Yeah, I got to find another picture, but I couldn't find the one I was looking for.
Right. And yeah, we covered that basis pretty well. And
Yeah,
I thought it was awesome. I thought it was great. All right, let's see. Johnny Zert has jumped in the chat. Johnny Zert, good morning.
morning.
I like the best super group, the traveling. I like the best super group, the traveling Wilburys. Oh, that's a band.
Yes.
Yeah. Peer
Yes,
into the abyss into Rakdos Return can be a way to end one opponent if you have enough mana. Hell yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a great card, and it's a fun card, and I love that card. I think it's pretty amazing. Like, boom. Like, the only reason why I didn't see a lot of success back in the day is because you had to compete with Sphinx's Revelation in Standard 2. And that was its opposite, where you draw X cards to gain X life, but you had to pay an additional mana to do so.
Nope.
And that card was the instant speed, which was ridiculous. So, Sphinx's Revelation tempoed out Rakdos' Return, but hit the hand, which is very powerful.
Hey, Mrs. Hillbilly.
Mrs. Hillbilly, hello, creeps. That's right,
Hello.
creeps. Thank you for showing up for today's show. You guys are amazing. Thank you for liking this live. You're all crazy for being here. And look, I got the Steelers emblem right there on the corner, peering for Daddy-O's down there because he's a big Steelers fan.
To me?
Yeah.
Steelers
I don't
fan?
call Hillbilly Daddy-O's.
Well, I don't know if I'd like that or not, but hey. Yeah. Nope. Steelers fan. Oh, I know. The Steelers come up, and when the 49ers are sitting there and it's hot, they wave a fan at you.
You're right.
That's a Steelers fan.
Right. So, Daddy-O's is going to be new to Magic when he gets his stuff. Tomorrow should be like the magical day, hopefully, that stuff shows up for you. And I know you got an appointment tomorrow.
Yeah, I got an appointment this afternoon, so
yeah.
Mom will be here, so.
My mail's acting weird right now.
Yeah, well, it's Christmas time. It's going to be weird. I promise.
Because I got some cards coming from DJ. And it went all the way to Georgia.
Woo! Traveling the world, I see.
Yeah. Georgia is farther than Kentucky.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. So I went to Georgia. Went to Fairburn, Georgia. Went to Atlanta. Went back to Fairburn, Georgia. Went back to Atlanta. And I guess it's on its way now. That's weird.
Hey,
maybe
Walter. It's been a while,
Okay.
Walter. Nice to see your beautiful face in chat again. You're amazing. Thank you for showing up.
Yeah, maybe you'd be shocked if one of your buddies mailed you something from where they live and it ends up over in Europe and it comes back. Then you have problems. Yeah.
So the reason why your mail's taking so long is it's going to sound weird because all the gas that's been used, but they're going the cheapest route possible, and the cheapest route possible for them is to go this long way because they're transferring over and over and over from truck to truck, which is weird. So they're waiting
Yep.
for it to basically get in its groove to find its way to you. And I don't understand how that works, but the post office, it's the cheapest way possible for
Well,
what they send it.
this is the answer. The answer is they they wait till the truck is full, and when the truck is full, then they go on the delivery and drop it off on the way. And you might hit the same town twice. You know, lose some, get some, and then that's why it's taking a long time because gas is expensive. But I don't know if the post office is going electric or not.
I don't
Yeah.
know. But usually all my mail goes to Nashville, Tennessee. And then from Nashville, Tennessee, it comes back to Bowling Green.
Yeah. Well, like one time I had mail enter my state, then leave my state, then come back to my state. I'm like, that's bullshit.
Yeah, it is. It's
Well,
just that's just crazy.
when I order something here, it all starts in the East Coast and then makes its way down south and then comes up. And so what should come from Nevada, because they got a lot of warehouses. Uh, it starts from the East Coast, and they pick up stuff on the way to the east from the East Coast, and
Yeah. That's how it happens.
Yep.
That's how it happens.
That's
This
what
is a lot of
happens.
things that happen that way. So, question time.
So, question.
Question
I
time.
have no answers.
This is for chat. This is for Hillbilly. What is the funnest times you had playing Magic? What were you? What were you doing? Like, what was their favorite way to play Magic?
My favorite way, it's going to sound kind of funny, being homeless.
Uh-huh.
Being homeless, staying in a homeless shelter is where I learned how to play Magic.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun. And then then go to the LGS there and play Magic there, do the not the early access, the pre-release. And that was fun. That was my funnest time playing Magic.
Yeah. Walter says his funnest way is drafting. That's just pretty awesome. Yeah, one thing I miss is when I was younger, had lots of friends, and we'd go to a house and have like 8 people hanging out at a kitchen table with snacks and everything, and like sleeve friendly snacks, by the way. And we would be playing like games of Magic. Either it was standard 1v1s or it was Commander, and everybody's playing against each other, and they have like a movie or music playing in the background, and be chilling around a table, having time of our life.
Yeah, I remember one time we just a regular standard game. 10 people would get on, would sit at this table,
Right?
and all of us would have a deck, and the winner was the last one standing.
Right.
But you could gain up on somebody, or you could go 1v1 against somebody, or hit whoever you want.
Mm-hmm.
The last person alive was the winner. That was fun.
That's always fun. Yeah. That's kind of how winning happens, being the last one standing.
Well, yeah. I'm just saying, that's how we played that 10-man game.
No, that makes sense. What were a bunch of 1v1s, or was it a round table, like everybody against everybody?
Everybody against everybody.
Yeah, it's the best way to play Commander. Sometimes
it wasn't Commander; it was standard.
Right, I was about to say that, but that's the best way to play Commander. I've done that with standard decks. It's funny when you have the mill player who has all the spells that target each opponent. Like what was the card called? I can't remember the name of the card at the moment, but it costs 3 generic black. It's a horror creature type, and its power toughness is ***. and its power toughness is equal to the amount of cards in your opponent's graveyard.
Ooh.
And whenever you cast a spell, each opponent mills cards from the top of their deck to the reveal land. And man, Assuming Aberration is the name of the card. And oh my
Nice.
lord, powerful group hug card. It was powerful in Standard, like those kind of games. It was powerful in Commander. It was like the business. Still a good card in Commander with those mills.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, Walter says if we play in house, then it's kitchen brew and it's all ages for all 1v1, and we have to play Commander. Hell yeah, we don't have to play Commander. No, you don't have to play Commander. No, like cubing is an awesome way to play a round table. If you have different ages of people who've played in the game, and you got a cube, and you can break the cube up, shuffle it together, make 3 packs for everybody, and you draft, build a deck, then you build your decks, and you play against each other, and you go crazy, go wild. It's one of the best times. Cubing is one of the best ways to play kitchen table Magic, especially if you have 8 players. I mean, because sometimes 8 players is too much for Commander, but not for drafting. You. That was supposed to say all against. They're good. You're good. We get it. We understand. Hell yeah. Randy. James. That's hilarious. That's right. Cube mix told us Randy. All right. And now my phone is messing up. Or maybe it's just YouTube. Probably just YouTube. Because YouTube's not always the funnest. So, good memories. So, like, one thing I've been testing around and playing with, you don't know how much I'm enjoying being able to lean back and talk and move around like this. It's weird. Anyways, one of the things I've been testing around Magic, playing on other people's channels of Commanders. I've been having music in my ears, and it's been helping a lot with my stress level playing Magic. Sometimes Magic gets too intense, and you're like staring at your screen, reading the board as much as possible, all the cards on the board, and you're trying to divert all attention away from you, and you're looking at your hand, and you're trying to come up with the best strategy, and sometimes you just get too nerve-wracking. And music's been a good way to relieve that nerve-wrackingness and help me think through the process without getting too intense. See, Twiddler says, we used to play best 2 out of 3, move 1 chair to the left, match you up versus 3 different players, and depending on your totals, you got ranked up to the top 4 winners to play elimination games. Nice. Before Commander was created. Yeah, that's right, because Commander was created around, like, we started playing Commander before it was a format at all. Was it around 2010, between 2010 and 2012. I believe, because was it 2005 is when I got it? No, 2012, 2010, 2012. Yeah. Let's see. And was it Richie Duff says, I'm not big on what is that? BO1 Magic?
That's the one.
That's the one Magic. Ah. Yeah. Well, I think that's where the separation of Standard and Commander come in, because Commander is better at a table 4 greater, and Standard and Legacy is better 1v1. But, it's always fun when we're playing a game of Commander and your opponent can save your day or wreck your day by playing 1 spell. Things can change from player to player in your favor or not. Yeah. That's the one.
I was watching this short on YouTube last night, and there was some guy. There's 4 guys playing Magic, and there's one guy who's playing his own Magic, and to make him win, and he's playing a totally different game than the other three.
Huh?
And he goes, well, if you don't like it, you can leave.
Wow.
Real jerk.
Well, some people do play Magic as if it's their own. If they're playing their own game, they just try not to interact. They just try to do their own thing. They try to negate their own process from everybody else. So maybe that's what they're joking on, or maybe in the short he's playing a whole different game with other people on the side, and they thought he was playing with them.
No,
I don't know.
He was just one guy playing his style, and the other guy played a different style. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe one was playing command and the other playing, standard. I don't know. But it was kind of funny. The guy was always winning. No matter what he did, he was always playing a card, and the others had no chance to play a card.
Oh, well, it sounds like a counterspell deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went up against the counterspell deck this morning for one of my viewers.
Yay! No, counterspell decks are a thing. Oh,
yeah.
And you look at Cookie Dude, and he doesn't even know what a counterspell deck is yet. He hasn't been through that saltiness. He hasn't felt the bitter taste of control.
That's right.
The funny thing is, his first two decks that he's getting are not control decks at all. So whenever he goes against a control deck, he's going to learn how it feels to just sit there and do nothing.
Great.
I play this creature. No, you don't.
Right? Mother May I decks. Mother, may I play this deck? No. May I play this card? No. Can I gain life? No.
Oh, wow.
Can I lose? Cards. Yes.
Yeah.
Nice scoop. Yeah. Table flip.
Well, thanks. Thanks for the warning. I just put the cards here and look at them.
Well, luckily for us, there's not a lot of us who play like heavy Mother May I control style decks, but there are people who do.
Oh yeah.
Once you learn spell table, daddios, and you want to play games when we can't, you'll be able to go on to spell table and play games, and you'll find decks that are super aggro, super powerful, like just above beyond.
Yep.
Well, I know that you told me that before. I mean,
right?
But I'm not even at the level to play Hillbilly yet.
You don't know that.
I probably could, but
you really just have to get more comfortable with the games and rule settings than you have to worry about other people's decks at the moment. You need to play to learn the rules and the interactions.
And if you did play against me, I would use a starter deck.
Yeah, he'd probably run an all board wipes deck.
Actually, I'd run one of the starter decks.
Well, I can't even get any cards because I play and then I lose all my lands and I got nothing to play with. And the game's telling me, well, you got to play this to make a spell, but you can't make a spell because I don't have a card. And I don't know how to get any more cards.
Well, you draw once each turn. That's the basics.
Well, yeah, they draw one each turn, but then I run out of cards after so many plays.
Right. That's probably because you're playing an aggro deck. That sounds very aggro. You play your hand out.
Yep.
And you wish you had more cards.
Yeah, that's exactly.
And then you just top deck. Play whatever card you draw if you can. If not,
so what that means, Daddios, is you needed to focus on your combat math. Meaning you gotta like this. So what they're asking you to do, because since you're not drawing a lot of cards, they want you to play spells. You got to figure out if you're going to take damage from an attack to swing in, or if you're going to swing in to block, or for them to block, or are you going to trade with creatures? They want you to figure out the board state before you play other spells. They want you to manipulate the game, not just play spells and swing in all the time.
But they
Right.
don't tell you that. I mean,
Very strategic.
they don't tell you that. I mean, when you start it, they give you 4 characters that they help you play, and out of the 4, you win every time. But I had no idea how I won at
All
all
right.
because they don't explain it to you.
Right.
They
Right.
just, you know, I mean, so I got to figure it out on my own. And I am getting where I know you got to do a spell. You got to play a land and a creature to make a spell.
Right. I
And
wish I was
then,
there with you so I could like talk you through it.
Yeah.
You know, be like, this is what it wants you to do. This is what you want to look for. I'll give you the tips and hints that you want, like explain the tips and hints to help you understand the gameplay.
yeah. Well,
All right.
I'll just
So,
keep playing.
yep, really quick. We're at the halftime of the show. I want you to go to cardsutopia.com. Spend your hard-earned money. Get a sweet Magic the Gathering dice bag. Like, get a super fast tortoise dice bag. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Or you can, get hillbillies if you want. But, the tortoise is much cooler. Biased opinion there. But also, you can find these sweet, sweet lapel pins. Like, this one is there. This one is on its way. I love this one. I really think this lapel pin's cool. The D20 for the skull of a skull. That is pretty cool. Pretty awesome. And you can find this stuff all at cardsutopia.com. Great prices, great, awesome quality. Go check it out. cardsutopia.com. Woo.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right. So, have any of you drafted before?
Not really.
I know Daddy-O's hasn't. He's still trying to figure out his game, but like in chat, have you guys drafted? Like, why haven't you tried drafting? Hey, Billy.
Well, I have tried, but I just can't win on any games when I draft. So I just draft the cards that I need for my collection. That is it.
Yeah. Richie Dub says he used to draft 1 to 3 times a week. Nice. Hell yeah, that's pretty cool. So one thing drafting will teach you as an experienced player, like drafting will teach you how to judge power levels when you're building a deck.
Yeah.
Drafting really supplants the simplicity of Magic. Like Magic the Gathering is so simple to figure out with all its complications, and there's a lot of complications out there. I mean, like super complicated interactions, blah blah blah. But drafting really hones in on the bread aspect of the game and deck building process. You're looking for your bombs, your removal, your evasion. You're looking for your drawing. You're looking for all the good stuff. And then bread acronym, the D usually stands for duds, cards you wouldn't pick, but I'd rather say draw. Find cards that draw because those are better, or mana ramp or mana fixing in that portion there, because you don't want to look for cards you don't want and ignore them. So why have that be part of the acronym when drawing is a lot better thing for tempo, a lot better for your deck? Let's get people recognizing that drawing is important in the game. And so when you're looking for your bombs removal, your evasion, your aggroness, your creatures, you'll build your tempo. Well, drafting helps. Like the more you draft, especially in physical cards, it's a lot more fun than just picking cards off a computer screen. I guarantee it. But it's a very skill-based game, but it teaches you how simple the game is. Because when you have a deck that cares about its drawing, its bombs, its removal, its drawing, its aggroness, you learn why hexproof is a powerful mechanic. Because in limited, it's more powerful than it is in Commander. Because Commander, you got access to all board wipes, where in a standard set, you don't always have that access to it. So it really focuses you on trying to worry about not worrying about board wipes, but worrying about your deck build. Ixalan looks like a fun set to draft. That'd be cool. I can't talk crap on Karlov Manor yet, but so far I'm not. I'm kind of jaded on it so far. Some good cards are spoiled for themes that need the support, but drafting so far. drafting though is one of the best ways to play Magic, and it always feels refreshing when you get into the move of everything. Yeah. Let's see. Johnny Zert has a comment, says the part of draft I don't like are the treasure hunters, where the drafter goes for value than play. Oh, dude, I only treasure hunt if there's not a pick. If there's not a pick for my deck, I'll treasure hunt, to be honest. And that's because I hate pick, but I get what you're saying. Treasure hunters really suck. So treasure hunting, if you don't know what treasure hunting is, this doesn't matter in arena, but it matters in real life. Is you open a booster pack of Magic, and your first pack doesn't count because you're going to treasure hunt most likely in your first pack because it's the direction you're probably going to build your deck. But like when you get to the second pack or third pack, you're going to look at a card and it might be worth like $15, but it doesn't fit the build you're trying to build. People will pick that card just because it's worth money, so they can trade it, flip it, or put it, or just take it. Where you should honestly just focus on your deck build and go with the best cards for your deck. Because the money cards, you can get money cards for your draft if you treasure hunt. But if you win your draft at a local game store, the prize support's way better in general. And plus you get to walk away saying I've built the best deck if you do win. Let them treasure hunt when they will win the draft and win the prize packs, right? That's right. That's what I was just explaining, Richie. You're right. 100%. So if I could ever push anything, like I know Hillbilly doesn't have a collection right now to build a cube, and I know Daddy won't not have the collection for a long time to build a cube, and probably the player base. Because cube's definitely an in-person event type thing where you want people at your house to draft from the cube. I mean, MTGO costs weird money, and having a cube there will take a while, and drafting the cube on MTGO is just different. But cube is definitely an in-house event that's always fun. And the best thing about drafting, it's always fresh, always different. Like I have a cube that's 756 cards, but like every time we draft, your picks are never going to be the same. Your builds are never going to be the same. There's always going to be variance. It's always going to feel different. Yeah.
Very interesting.
Taglar says I've passed big money cards in draft at times, and all the time, basically. Yeah. That's like the only money card I passed up on draft that really screwed me over. Because this is a time I didn't understand the power levels. I passed the Sun Titan in draft one time, and it really hurt me.
So, when you do the draft, you go to the house. You go to somebody's house, and you buy your packs. Everybody buys their packs, and you open your packs and you pass them along. And then the next person, they open their packs and pass it along. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, pretty much that thing. But normally what happens, instead of everybody bringing their packs, either one person or everybody pitches in for like a booster box, and they'll pull packs from a booster box and draft from that. So everything's from the same set, so it has synergy. It's always fun. A cube is essentially a booster box of cards that people draft from a pool. They make their packs from that pool. So everything's built to synergize. And so it enhances the experience of the game. Because you don't want to not everybody wants to draft a set where nothing doesn't always go together. Drafting is one of the best ways to play Magic, if you ask me. Especially, I like sealed a lot too. Like I love going to pre-release when I can, but it's been a while since I've been to pre-release. Like the only pre-release I missed that Casey and I were trying to go to, but we could never get a. Well, not Casey and I, but Casey and I were planning on trying to go to that we missed the date on was the Ixalan pre-release. But it's all right. I can miss it. But, the one thing about Cube I like the most is you can't treasure hunt because no one's keeping the cards. No one's taking the cards home, or they shouldn't be. Or they're going to get the butt kicked.
Oh, wow. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's a that's a that's a subject that is yeah, not comprehended, but I comprehend it now.
Well, you get
It's
into
pretty
it.
easy to.
Like drafting. Like I know you're not going to go to your local game shop and draft, but like maybe
Right.
when you get better at Arena one day, you'll go to Arena and you'll pay for a draft and try it out. The only thing
Yeah.
is it costs like 15, $16 to do it.
Oh wow, that's not too bad. It's not great, but it's not too bad. It's not free.
Yeah. Tegler says that's the great thing about Cube. You can draft or play sealed. That's right. That is right.
That's
Well,
right.
what's Hillbilly thinking over there?
Just listening to all of this,
Yeah.
soaking it up.
Mm.
Super
Yeah, the
good.
only person that could be here to enhance the conversation about draft would be Stasis Orb.
Yep.
That we know. Like he's really big on drafting. He loves drafting. That's like his premier way. I love drafting, but I love Cube the most. Because I like being able to not have to spend money every time I draft. you know. But
Yeah.
we don't get a lot of people. But I'm gonna try to convince the family to do a Christmas draft this season, like get for a game night to have a draft.
Cool.
Like I won't be able to stream it because that's a lot of work and whatnot to stream it, but it's gonna be fun because I like this when we can draft, please get people together. But yeah, it sounds awesome.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Awesomeness. Yes, it does. It's it's a good subject to know. Put it in the back of your head, and then when you get more experience, you get richer. You get more money. You could.
Yeah, the more you play into playing a Magic, the more habitual it becomes. Even at an older age, you can still pick up habits. Now, I don't want to sound rude when I say older age, but you can still pick up habits.
I am old. Okay, I'm not embarrassed about it.
Well, no, I'm saying I'm not trying to sound rude by saying older age.
You're not rude.
But like because like the unfair advantage right now is like I got 20 years of experience, but that's 20 years of experience I can use to help you learn.
Yeah.
Same with Hillbilly. He got years of experience. He can help you learn, and
Yep.
we usually got a good group of people to help out.
Oh, yeah.
The Lawson, he says I love draft. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's cool. That's cool.
Yes. The reason why draft is so refreshing to like us older players like me
Yeah.
is even from commander to standard, everything's repetitive and everything. Draft and cube does not feel so repetitive. It feels fresh. Like you never know what you're gonna get. Your odds are changing. Your deck building skills are always put to the test. It's a way to keep the game fresh in mind.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, you got a bunch of cards that are on the table, but you don't know what they are
Right.
until you start opening packs. And so when you open a pack, you get to pick a card out of it, or you just pick the top card, or you can go through it.
So you open a pack and you take out the token card and the basic land, if I remember correctly. Then out of the 15 cards in there, you get to choose one of your choices, any of the cards. Then you take that card, then you pass it to the left or right, varying which turn cycle it is. Then you're handed a pack from the opposite direction. Then out of their 14 cards, you get to pick any card you want out of that pack, then you pass it to the left or right, whatever direction you're going to. And you repeat the process till each pack is gone. So effectively, everybody gets a 15 card pack. They pick a card, they pass it, and they do that. Pack is gone. Then you do that for 3 packs individually. Like each pack, you open them up once at a time, and you pass around.
Right.
And pick. Then out of your entire collection of cards that you pick, you build a 40 card deck out of. Well, 40-ish card. It can be more than 40 cards, but it can't be less. then you play the best. Then you play you play to win, and you play with the best skill and best deck build, and the best deck build will win with the best skill.
Yeah.
Skill is important. I gotta say that because Stasis Orb and I helped a kid at a pre-release one time build like the most busted deck in that pre-release he could pull, and he lost because he didn't have the skill.
Yeah, I'm sure you need skill. I mean, does luck come into the game, or is it just skill and?
A little bit of luck, a little bit of skill.
Right. Your luck, the only form of luck that there is really in Magic is your top deck, right? If you pull the right card off the top of your deck that you need for that situation, that's luck. The one thing people try to do with building decks, and you'll learn, is they try to negate that luck, where they will start looking for card draw, cards that tutor. There's a cycle of cards called tutors. They search your library for a specific card type. People like to use those tutors to find cards to help negate the need for luck and put luck into their own hands. And
Okay.
and that's called fine tuning your deck. And people try to do that, and I try to do that too. And thanks to help from people, thanks to people like James and other, I can't think of everybody's names, but DJ Prime, Twiddler, people who've helped send me cards to build decks and whatnot. I've been able to fine tune my decks better and become aggressive. Stasis Orb said he couldn't pilot the deck. He's talking about the deck that me and him helped build that should have won the tournament at the pre-release. And the kid couldn't pilot it. That's the skill. That's a skill. Piloting a deck. One thing to wrap your mind about, because we're gonna have to close very soon.
Okay.
Is knowing, kind of having an idea of what's all in your deck, kind of being able to play out the game, be able to play against your opponent's board state, understand your draw averages, which will come to you naturally, and play in that skill set. Because when you get better at the game, you'll understand more of the cards in your deck. You're stepping into Commander. There's going to be 63 individual cards you're going to have to kind of remember. It's going to be a big step to learn, but you'll get it. You'll get it.
Yeah.
And with that, we are going to. I should just create an end step one day. Be like the end step. Shill Hillbilly.
Well, today is going to be a little different. I can't do an afternoon stream at 2:00 because I got to take my mother-in-law to therapy for her knee, and that she hurt her a while back. So won't be a 2:00 stream. However, I might be able to do a stream afterwards. And tonight I will be on the round table at Mr. DJ Longhair. And if y'all ain't subscribed to him, make sure you subscribe to him because he's got a giveaway to do pretty soon. And that's really all I got to chill.
All right. Stasis Orb. I just got off work and was finally able to tune in. You're leaving now? All right. Look, there's a daddy. Look at that face.
Hello.
I listened to your song yesterday.
Yeah, how'd you like it?
It was different. Very synthesized song, like super synthesized.
Yeah, yes. That's a pretty good song. I mean, it's long. I mean, like I told you, it's a whole album.
18 minutes long.
Yeah, it's pretty long. So, and then, and for Hillbilly, you can try listening to Iron Maiden. That's a good metal song.
Yep.
And they have their early stuff is good, and they in the first two albums they had a different singer. And then on the third album they brought in Bruce Dickinson, who is awesome. And you just gotta listen to one song and see if you like it. They're pretty much all they're pretty much all the same,
I,
stuff.
yeah, I've heard of Iron Maiden. I've listened to some of their songs. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I don't have a song of the day, but
I do.
Yeah.
I've had this planned out today. I have a song of the day, a song that's been in my head that's done by a band which will no longer ever have its lead singer anymore. Sad day, rest in peace, Chester Bennington. I don't know why I did that, but there's a song I want people to tune into today. Probably one of the best of their older songs is by Linkin Park.
Oh, I've heard them. Yep.
And their song is called One Step Closer. It's now considered an oldie but a goodie classic song. It's like the song
Linkin Park.
The song One Step Closer it's one of the songs a lot of us with mental health issues got connected with, a lot of people with depression and whatnot. But it's funny because the song was created because I learned this off a documentary that the band was having issues with its managers and stuff, trying to make the better songs. And Chester Bennington said, the way you keep talking to me is pushing me one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. And somehow they created a song out of that, and it became one of their biggest songs back in the day.
Yeah.
So go check out the song, Linkin Park, but One Step Closer.
One Step Closer.
Right.
Okay, yeah. I've heard that before.
Oh, it's classic.
I've heard it back in the 90s.
Yep, there's a link to, for those who want to step out and listen to that song right away, there's a link in the chat because, I had the song pulled up. Guns N' Roses do rock back in the day. They definitely welcome to the jungle,
Yeah,
but
jungle.
That's right. Where we play Magic Gathering games. Well, I want to thank you everybody for showing up, being awesome, being amazing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for looking so awesome. You guys make the show what it is. We appreciate you 100%. And never forget to enjoy the day. Thank you for liking the video and
Shockwave! What is your command, Megatron?
Subscribe for Magic the Gathering and other content for evil fun.
Fear not, Megatron. Cybertron